Hi everyone, hope you're well. So, I've decided to record over these last several weeks. And, at first I was really looking into it from a spiritual lens, but then I was like, I feel like a lot of people could also benefit from it through the business lens. I am really grateful that God has graced me to be able to manage a lot of things, do a lot of things, lead a lot of things. And so many people have asked me, well, how were you able to do it? And, help me to be a better leader and so forth. And so the first lesson is the power of focus. And so people often ask me how I'm able to do so much. It's because, firstly, I tell my time where to go. I say all the time, if you don't tell your time where to go, it won't go anywhere. And so how I'm able to run multiple businesses, lead in community, in my church, in my social groups, is by designating time. And I know a lot of folks who are multi-talented struggle with this. And I say, just because you're multi-talented doesn't mean you should be multitasking. And so it's very important that you are telling your time where to go, designating very specific blocks of time and honoring that. Those of us who are multi-talented and sort of occupy multiple spaces, there will always be multiple things pulling our attention, be it emails, calls, social media, walk-ins, So even here at Ahmad, where my office is currently centered, I'm on a major hallway, like passway, and my door is open. My door is open unless I'm in a meeting. And so people will stop in, walk by, or, have side conversations. Not only that, the upstairs printer is right across from my office door, as is the water cooler. That's why we're redoing the building, because that'd just be too much for me. People often stop in, stop by. You got a minute? I like your shirt. Let me tell you about my weekend, whatever the thing is. And I have to be very clear, I'm not available. And, when I was younger, that used to give me a little pause in the sense of like, little girl, excuse me. But in order for one to be an effective leader, they have to manage their time effectively. And I do, believe it or not, I block out time to be social at work. I have little blocks of time built in where I can move around, I can stand outside, go walk the halls. Hey, how y'all doing? And do all that by design. And, it's valuable in every direction because it's valuable for me to connect with my team. And, folks who know me know I am really intent on authentic relationships. So I really do care. I want to know how are things, and, I remember things. So how was your show? How's your dog? All these different things. And so like that gives me a very designated time to follow up in a way that's authentic and that doesn't dishonor me. Because if I know anybody who leads anything, CEO status, your time is valuable. And, I've asked my team, specifically my executive assistant, to make sure I have blocks of time in between meetings because, just between working with my senior team and my board and the programs teams and the fundraising teams and all these different things, you look up and there goes your day, and then there goes your week, and then there goes 2 weeks. And so like it's really important that you're building in time for your whole self. So people know me, know I'm very, very social. So I build in time to be social. I schedule time to be social. That's the same outside of work too. So people who have known me for years know I'm a good time. I love to get out, baby. Yeah, and to this day I still do. However, I say this all the time too. In order for something to get more, something has to get less. And if you want to be millionaire status, running businesses, traveling, all that, you can't be in the streets the way you used to. You just can't. You just cannot. You giving them streets the best of you, your daytime's going to get the least of you. And so the whole idea of it's so very, very important that you're telling your time where to go. I can tell you too, and I'm a gentleman of a certain age now, baby. I be tired. I have to get home, me. And no shade, the children still can't do it the way I do it. However, I'm not good when I'm sleeping. So I'm up and I'm functional, but I'm not nice. So in order for the world to get the best version of me, I have to make some very specific decisions. And so that goes the same too with emerging leaders, with leaders who are looking to activate more succinctly. You have to say no. You have to say no to things that you might like to do, want to do. In order for you to give what you're planning on the best of you, you're going to have to make some very concerted decisions. That's leadership. That is leadership. So I just wanted to share that. I want to do this actually more often. This has actually brought me a great deal of joy. Y'all are in my world with me, in the room with me, at the office, at the desk of the CEO. And yeah, I just want to help people be better in every sense of the word. So I'll be sharing tips around leadership, spiritual care, community care, self-care, and just having a good time. And people know me in very isolated versions of myself, but I'm a whole person. And I get to bring all these beautiful layers of myself to the world. And I want to invite people to be able to do the same. So I'm going to see where this goes. I'm going to stay with it. And y'all let me know what you think. And more to come.